Welcome to MMA on the Rocks. My name is Bill Welker. You are listening to Picks and Pours, episode 77. Today is Thursday, February 5th. Groundhog Day came and went, and it looks like 6 more weeks of winter. We had a pretty good card of fights last Saturday. I was doing commentary for local MMA promotion, and we got some fights to talk about coming up this weekend. Before we get into any of that, let me introduce Matt the Mechanic. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Bill? I've been watching the news, and the news in Pinellas and Tampa Bay is apparently they're charging $15 to park at the state fair this year.
Wow. How is anybody who goes to the fair going to be able to afford that?
I don't know, man. They were interviewing at least 20 people about it. That's a big deal.
Had they not charged in the past?
No, never, which is surprising.
This is at the fairgrounds?
Yeah, you've never, of all the crap you guys do, you've never went to the Florida State Fair?
Yeah, I went one time. I won't go again.
Oh. What's up, John Dong?
Oh, John Dong's here?
Yeah. He's got some young kid thing. I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it just so I don't get in trouble. My dog's over here chewing on something. I can't tell what it is. It might be a bone. It's probably not, though. All right. So, what'd you think of Volkanovski last week?
I mean, he did what we expected him to do. My takeaway from that fight is that they fucked Diego Lopez. I mean, this guy had the best outlook, and now what does he do? He's got 2 broken feet. He's sitting at home. He's lost 10 rounds to the champion, and I guess that's my hot take of the week.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree with that one. Too much too soon. I mean, he was such a hot prospect. I think he just needed to cook a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a shame. I guess he's going to have to go back, and it's going to be a long road back to the champion because he's just waiting on Father Time now.
Keep talking. I can hear you.
I don't have much else to say other than that. Other than I'm happy that it's like the best feeling to log in and just have the pay-per-view ready to go. I have no complaints on Paramount. I don't care how many commercials there are.
Yeah, that was nice, especially because I got home from doing the commentary and I was able to just put the fights right on.
Yeah, and it just works. Which is a thing that we did not have with ESPN, even if you paid. Sometimes you couldn't pay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've been there multiple times where I've paid for the pay-per-view and it didn't work. Come here, you want to say hi? All right, world, this is my daughter, Ariana. She's about to go to bed.
Nice hat.
She's got to wear all green tomorrow for the jogathon.
Oh, I know you're not that shy. You can say something.
Say hi to Mr. Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, we'll have to bring the dog over and have a play date soon.
Pick up the dog. You want to show everybody the dog? And the dog's here too. Now the dog ran away. Oh, well. All right, go to bed, okay? I love it. You look great.
And look at this.
Oh, sweet. That's beautiful. All right, go play with your dog and go to bed. No, shut the door. All right. Yeah, I know. Close it, please.
The rare visit from the executive producer of MMA on the Rocks.
Yeah, the executive producer of chaos in my life. Along with the little furry one. Oh, you're wearing green too. You ready for the jogathon tomorrow? You want to go?
Sure. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's at her school.
What time is it?
Dolly.
Come cheer for me.
What time is it?
9:40.
Look at Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Oh, we got the whole crew on the podcast here.
Man,
Can't tell we're all related. All right, take her out of here, please. No, he has to work. Good night, honey. I love you.
Aww. Why can't you come to my jogathon?
I have to work. All right.
Wait, but he just said what time.
John Dong's asking a question of how prime Tony Ferguson would do against BSD. And I think you're more equipped to answer that question.
It's tough to say because like skills and training methods have evolved, right? Like
Yeah, but it hasn't, we're not talking about 15 years ago.
True. I mean, man, prime Tony Ferguson had a chin and he had good submission skills and he was long. Man, it would be a good fight. That's a good question. What do you think?
I mean, I jumped into the sport when Tony Ferguson was trying to fight Khabib, and I guess I never saw Prime. I guess go back and watch it because like everything I saw out of him, he just was going downhill.
Yeah.
But I imagine if he's like one of the most anticipated matchups for Khabib, I'd say he'd be pretty good against Tony Ferguson. But that's just my shot in the dark.
I would. And Tony could wrestle, but he didn't really use it. And he had very unorthodox striking. Benoit Saint-Denis is a very refined striker. Straight punches, big power. Benoit definitely has more power than Tony ever did. But Tony, man, that is a really good question, actually. That kind of stumped me.
But I bet it'd be a hell of a fight.
But we all know I'm not good at picking fights anyway. That's why I have you do this.
Me either. Look at my record this year.
Let's see. Well, you got two right.
Yeah, we got 2 right last week. Could have been 3. The young kid I picked, the Quillen, I kicked first round KO, but he went first round sub. And what was the other one I just missed? Oh man, what is up with the heavyweights? Would it hurt them to run on the treadmill a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell?
Did I send you that meme? It was Brock Lesnar and Alistair Overeem facing off, and underneath it was the Tai Tuivasa fight, and it says no weight class has fallen off more than heavyweight in the last 10
it's
years.
true. Brendan Schaub was doing some. He likes to run his mouth on his podcast. And he had obviously had the caveat. He's like, well, I'm not drug tested now, but he's like, I think I have a better run at the belt right now than I did when I was fighting.
Yeah, until he gets to Gilton Almeida, Tom Aspinall, John Jones.
Well, he was talking about the upper. Well, yeah, he was more talking about like from 5 to 10, 15. It's like because he's never made it. He's like, I never made it up that high, but he's just like the skill level is bullshit. Like,
yeah, but he's also not getting past Derek Lewis or Waldo Cortez Acosta.
I don't know, man. I mean, he was not considering another run. He was just,
yeah, I know.
He was going after like the cardio and like just talking about you need to be in shape. Like,
yeah, but I don't think either of those guys are even going to be ranked after last weekend.
I don't even know. Well, they're probably ranked because there's only like 14 heavyweight fighters in the UFC. So.
Who won that one? Because I only saw the last 2 fights of the night.
Well, I'm hoping Taliesin won because then I have to change it.
So that means Tuivasa lost like what, 5 in a row?
Hold on. Yeah, Tuivasa. He had to cut weight to get down. That video I saw was correct. He's just way overweight.
Yeah, he didn't look good. Man,
it's just sad because the heavyweight. I mean, when I started watching, it was DC and Stipe and the heavyweight, and even in any martial arts, the heavyweights are usually the biggest draw. Even in the bare knuckle this weekend, which I'm sure we're going to talk about, the heavyweight fight is the main event.
Yeah.
And in the UFC,
and they're two guys that probably could still beat Tuivasa and Taliesin in MMA.
Yeah, I mean, it probably goes back to talking about, and I know you don't like me bringing this up, but it's the fighter pay. I mean, these big athletic dudes, specifically talking about heavyweights, these highly athletic guys are they're gonna go to the NFL before they go even think about fighting because
Well, Gable Steveson, Olympic gold medalist, did go to the NFL. Didn't last. I forget what team he was on. He did like a few.
yeah, but he didn't play college football,
Right. True.
so it's pretty impressive to go to even grace the NFL a little bit without playing college football, which maybe he might have played a little bit somewhere that we don't.
But we're also just now seeing someone like a Tom Aspinall, who's a big guy who got on the track to start doing martial arts early on. And I think we're going to see another wave of that. I think this is like the last wave of heavyweights that haven't been training since they were kids. I think there's going to be a wave coming in because guys that played college football were playing football since they were 4 years old. So
No, I've been watching this sport for 7 years. No, more than that now. 9 years. So the guys coming in are coming in at 20 right now. So they're 12 when I started watching this, and I started watching it probably in its most popular time in the Conor McGregor years. We should start reaping those benefits, and it just doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah.
Or it seems to be happening much less in the heavyweight division.
Yeah. Well, it's hard work, and bigger guys, don't want to work as hard.
Yeah, got to pay them.
I mean, in other sports, they can get away with just like being big. I guess they got to work hard too.
No, I mean, to be in the NFL, you can't just be big. You have to be big, strong, tough. I mean,
yeah, and you got to know how to play the game too, I guess. I don't know.
Especially the big dudes. I mean, I guess 265. We're talking smaller linemen, defensive players, like the big powerhouse guys that make.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about heavyweight, but it's the one weight class where you can take, if you took like the old school heavyweights, like a Fedor Emelianenko or a Mirko Cro Cop, like they'd probably run through most of these guys.
Yeah. So the average NFL defensive lineman salary is $5 million per season.
Wow.
With the veterans making 20 million and top players making 28 million per season. So
now,
if you're a big athletic dude,
what are the statistics on how many of those guys retire with money?
Well, we don't know about that, but you don't pick your sport by that. You just look at how much money you're going to make.
True.
I think they're doing much better with that. But a rookie salary is right at $1 million. So
yeah, but you got
21 years old, you're making $1 million a year.
Not bad. And don't they pay the college athletes now?
Yeah, but
or they let them get sponsorships or something.
You're talking about the NIL deal, NIL, and yes, they get paid, and the bigger players get paid, but the linemen aren't making that much until the pros still. But it allows the big names to capitalize on really the colleges making money off of their name.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, they should get paid. They're making billions of dollars for these schools.
Oh yeah, the Buccaneer Stadium has 60,000 people. You go up to Ohio State and go to a game, they got 117,000 people watch it.
Wow. That's wild. All right. Should we get to what everybody's been waiting for this week?
Yeah.
Do you have the Land Down Under music?
No.
That's all right. We don't need it. All right. That's good enough. Can you play this Henry Cejudo one?
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
Sunuho, Henry.
Wait, can you play it from the beginning?
Henry. You know who I'm talking about? Henry Sunuho. Henry.
That makes me laugh
I know.
every time. Do you know who I'm talking about? All right. So if you guys listened last week, I don't remember how this even came up, but we decided that I was going to eat Vegemite on the show. I've never had Vegemite before in my life. This is it's yeast extract, and apparently this is a staple in the Australian diet. So I wound up getting some. They had it on Amazon, and then I found it at World Market. So right off the bat, it looks like tar. Like it's even bubbled up like tar.
It looks like one of those germ cultures.
Yeah, it does. Or like a moon rock, black moon rock.
So you can definitely hold that upside down and nothing's
Oh my
coming
God.
out, right?
You know what this smells like?
I'm gonna guess on kind of like well, I don't know how much of a fisherman you are, but there's a yeast paste bait that you put. I imagine it smells like almost exactly like it.
No, it smells like beef jerky for dogs. Like dried jerky, but also smells like a locker room.
Smells like a pepperoni.
Yeah. Yeah, like one of those
The
like
cheap
big,
dog treats.
yeah, like a cheap dog treat. All right, so Mark Fellows, our buddy from Australia, told me I had to eat this on toast with butter. So here I got my toasted sourdough with butter on it. This is the most preparation I've ever done for a podcast, by the way. Oh, it comes out much easier than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to scrape it. But look at that. How appetizing does that look?
In my younger years, it looked like something I'd put in a pipe and smoke.
What do they call that? The leftover?
No, hash.
Oh. All right. Well, I don't know how much I'm supposed to put, but I guess I'm gonna be brave.
Well, it says the key to is applying a thin layer of Vegemite on a top of melted butter. So less is more, I think.
Oh, I think I fucked up. All right, let me thin this out a little bit then. Now I'm worried I put too much. Oh, all right. All right. Well, cheers to all you crazy Australian bastards that eat this every day. So here's to you.
What's it taste like? Pepperonis?
I've never eaten a pepperoni, but oh God.
So it's definitely one of those you probably put way too much on.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think any amount is too much. That is god awful.
Well, drop it off. I'll give it a shot next
Oh
week.
yeah, you're eating this next week for sure.
I have a much more refined palate than you.
If I had to live through this, it kind of tastes like liver and like wet pennies.
Well, I don't think you should have told us that. I don't know what wet panties taste like.
Pennies.
Oh, pennies.
You don't know what wet panties taste like?
No, I don't. No. or wet pennies for that example. And I honestly don't know what the difference between wet and dry pennies would taste.
I don't either, but that's what it tastes like. That's just what came in my head.
So it didn't taste like beef at all.
No, oh God, the aftertaste is worse.
Is it salty?
Yeah. Yeah, it's salty.
What's the nutritional information on that?
Oh, I feel like I'm going to be tasting this for a week. It's 160 milligrams of sodium, less than 1 gram of carbs, no fiber, no sugar, 1 gram of protein. I definitely put too much because it says there's 44 servings in this.
Yeah, who looks at that?
Oh, the aftertaste is like fishy. Oh, what is even in this? Yeast extract. And spice extracts. Contains celery. Man.
Well, it's not allowed in prisons. I'm reading some quick facts.
It should be required in prisons.
Well, no, it's loaded with vitamin B, and it's banned in prisons because the yeast in it allows them to easily make wine. The yeast is inactive, so I don't know what that means.
This is just making me want to wine. The taste doesn't go away. It just... I feel like it's just spreading in my mouth. Oh my God. That. Spread it on toast, cunt. Fuck. That is awful. I wish Mark was here right now.
Yeah, we should have waited. Maybe he'll be here for mine. He's just waiting for me to do it.
Oh. It just it feels like there's spores of just dog shit growing in my mouth.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I just know what I feel. That's what I feel in my soul.
Come on, Bill. Don't trash the national treasure of Australia.
If this is their national treasure, then I don't know. That's sad. Like, I don't know. Like, how did this become a thing? How was somebody like, hey, look at this, look at this dog shit spread I made. You want to put it on your breakfast? God. The taste doesn't go away, Matt. It's like, it feels like I still just ate it.
Well, what I'm reading is it's not as popular as you think. It's kind of like something. If it was a Florida thing, it's something you keep in the cupboards for when there's a hurricane and you don't have no power, and it doesn't go bad.
I'd rather starve.
Oh, there's Mark.
Oh, Mark, you got here too late because I just ate this god-awful Vegemite, and I wish you would have warned me about it. Look, I had it on my buttered toast and everything.
He's being a bitch. He only took 1 bite.
I took a big bite. Look at that. And I put a lot on there. I'm sorry, Mark. If this is your national food, like, it's horrible. I hope you guys make better food than this.
You got to get a lip pillow.
Yeah, I need some kind of flavor in my mouth.
All right. Well, this I don't know shit about these fighters this weekend.
Feels like I just...
Yeah, see, I told him he put way too much. Yeah, Mark, so what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I don't know, Mark. You should have been here when I spread it on there. I didn't know how much to put.
He's layering it like he's making a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, that's how we do it here. You spread the peanut butter on thick. And well, plus I wanted to really taste it for my first time, but now I regret every life choice I've ever made that led to this moment.
Yeah, it looks things from everything I can read. It's supposed to be like you're supposed to put half as much Vegemite as you put butter.
Why didn't you tell me that 15 minutes ago?
Well, because I'm just researching this now.
God damn it.
No, I'll have to try it again. I bet you I like it.
You probably will.
I bet I will.
But no, here's the deal. You can't do it the right way. You got to do it the way I did it.
No, that's ridiculous.
Why?
Because you knew you were gonna have to eat this tonight. You should have Googled it. All I did is Google it.
It just said put it on toast with butter, so I did that. I didn't look up the ratio of Vegemite to butter.
Okay, well, here, I'll try it the way you're supposed to have it a little bit. And if I enjoy it, then I'll try it the way you tried it. But I don't want to blow out my taste buds for a proper attempt at tasting it.
Mark says it's just salty goodness.
Yeah, it's just a little, a little funk.
I feel like I just blew a humpback whale.
Man. I don't know if I want to try this Vegemite if that's the way it makes me feel.
Oh. Oh. This has no business being made for human consumption. I'm gonna keep this like for parties and stuff, and I'm just gonna put it
You
out.
want to try this nasty shit?
No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
tell people it's like a fig spread, and I'm gonna put it out on a charcuterie board, and I'm just gonna film everyone's reactions. I'm gonna say you got to use a lot though.
Yeah.
Oh man, how come they never did like an episode of Jackass where they had to eat a whole jar of this?
They were doing some pretty wild stuff on that show. I can't imagine it being that bad.
Fear Factor.
They sell 22 million jars annually.
To people, is there that many people without taste buds?
Well, I don't know, Bill. I'm telling you, maybe you just don't have as refined of a palate as you think.
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still there. And I poured myself like a nice tall whiskey that I thought was going to get me through the whole show, but I had to douse out the salty fire that's going on in my mouth right now. I would rather snort wasabi than eat that again.
Okay. Well, I'll get you some wasabi and I'll eat Vegemite and you'll do some lines.
I'll do a line of wasabi if you eat a whole jar of this.
I'm not going to eat a jar of it. That's ridiculous. You know how
Come on.
much sodium that is?
You're worried about the nutritional content? This is, you know how many views we'll get?
4.
It's double what we normally get.
All right.
You could double our views. And Matt just left.
I didn't leave.
Oh.
You left.
No, I didn't. It just said Matt left the stream, and then I had to add you back in. I thought you were upset about eating the whole jar of Vegemite.
No, because this budget restream.
The aftertaste just keeps getting worse. I'd rather get pepper sprayed in the eyes.
I think you're being whiny.
Well, you can make wine out of it. Apparently, it made wine.
No, I have went down this road. You can't because it's a wives' tale because it's not active yeast.
It's active in my taste buds right now. From yeast grown on barley and wheat. And those are like 2 of my favorite things.
And yeast. Don't they use yeast too?
Yeah.
Weird. I bet you if you tasted like the byproduct of making whiskey, it'd suck. It tastes like shit too.
It tastes like a yeast infection.
Yeah, another thing, I don't know what to taste like, Bill, and I think you're revealing a lot today.
Well, if I had to imagine what a yeast infection tastes like, it would be in this jar.
I just think Vegemite might turn you wild. Since you've tasted that, you've talked about blowing a humpback whale, eating a yeast infection, tasting wet panties.
It's
Can you tell the fights aren't that great this
I wouldn't
weekend?
mind the wet panties right now. But I did say wet pennies. Tastes like Satan's armpit. This- I'm like,
Really threw you for a loop, huh?
yeah, I'm like angry at how bad it is. All right, I'll maybe next week when you try it, I'll try it again the proper way. I'll
Okay.
just put I'll put a thin layer and I'll put a lot of butter.
And yes, Mark, you do have a co-viewer, and you should feel good because his name is John Dong 6969. So
Well, we got 4 people on the live tonight.
yeah, those two, you and me.
No, we don't count. So whoever else is in here, drop a comment. Look, it looks like I wiped my ass with this piece of sourdough.
Well, my on-screen update was there until we just had our difficulties. I am now 2-8.
Oh yeah, where'd your thing go?
I don't know, but it's 2-8. Yeah, the Aussies didn't do that great, other than the man Volkanovski. He's the man.
Oh. Well, we're back down to 2, so whoever those 2 people were, they just left. Probably got tired of me bitching about
Yeah, we've been
Vegemite.
bitching about Vegemite for 15 minutes.
Like, when am I gonna get my bets? All right. First fight of the main card, is it Matsumoto and Basharat?
Yep.
All right, so John Matsumoto, Brazilian, coming off a win against Miles Johns, lost a split decision to Rob Font, but other than that, he's undefeated. He's beaten Brad Katona. He's beaten Dan Argueta. 3-1 in the UFC. And Farid Basharat is undefeated, 14-0. Oh, he comes from London, England. His last fight, he beat Chris Gutierrez by unanimous decision. He's also beaten Victor Hugo. 5-0 in the UFC, 6-0 if you count the Contender Series. So I imagine Basharat's a pretty big favorite here.
Yeah, he is at minus 278, and I'm gonna take him here. I think he can get this fight pretty easily as long as he makes it as long as he doesn't do what Fiziev did and not try to get the takedown. Like he just got to make this a boring fight, take dirty up against the cage, take him down. Should be pretty easy. And I don't have much to say about these fights because I don't really know who many of these people are. So he should fly through here.
All right, let's fly through it then. Mikhail Olajanchik and Marc-Andre Barriault. This is actually a good fight. Olajanchik, a tough guy, but 2-3 in his last 5 fights. But he is coming off of back-to-back TKO wins off of Gerald Meerschaert and Cedric Dumas. Before that, he lost to Shara Bullet. Kevin Holland broke his arm, and he got submitted by Michel Pereira. Marc-Andre Barriault, the Canadian, has lost 4 of his last 5, also coming off of a loss against Shara Bullet. Beat Bruno Silva by KO, which is impressive in the first round. And then back-to-back losses against Dustin Stoltzfus, Joe Pyfer, and Chris Curtis. I would imagine this one's pretty close to even money.
No. Oling Jane Chuck is minus 485.
What? That changes things.
And Barry Alt is plus 370.
Because Barry Alt's got knockout power. What's Barry Alt by KO? Or TKO?
Same thing. Plus 750.
All right. So who are you going with?
I'm going to take the favor here of Oling Jane Chuck.
All right, let's make a bet on this one.
Well, I should,
Side bet.
side bet. Well, no, because
Come on.
I'm not betting on any of these fights because I'm putting my $5 somewhere else this weekend.
Come on, let's make a side bet. If Barry Alt wins, you got to take a thick layer of Vegemite like this next week.
I'll take a thick layer. I'm just going to try it with a thin layer first.
All right. Go half and half.
Yeah. I just got to remember to get toast at the grocery store.
You can't get toast at the grocery store, Matt. You got to get bread and toast it.
Okay. Pretty sure I could walk out of Publix with a piece of toast, but
Oh, yeah. Publix will do anything for you. Can you toast this and put a thin layer of Vegemite on it? No problem.
yeah, they probably have some like secret menu Vegemite sandwich.
Oh, what does a Vegemite sandwich taste like?
Well, I don't know, Bill, because I don't know what Vegemite tastes like.
Probably got. I just imagine it's a sandwich. It's just like a thin roll with like Vegemite and
Roasted kangaroo
red onions. Yeah.
and like a topping of deep fried leaf cutter ants.
Wallaby testicles. Oh. Some crocodile tears. All right, it's just starting to go away now. I can start to settle down a little bit. I got pretty fired up there.
I could tell you did at least 20 minutes on it.
I think if I were ever gonna fight again, Matt,
You just rip some Vegemite.
I would take like a big heaping spoonful right before I walked out, and I don't think it would matter who they put in front of me. Maybe that's why the Aussies love this stuff. I bet Volk ate like a quart of this before he beat the fuck
He
out
just
of Diego
lined
Lopez.
the inside of his mouth guard with it, so he's got a slow drip of Vegemite.
Yeah, he just slathered it right in there, and then he's like, "I'm gonna break this guy's feet."
Oh, I'm gonna go Mark's. I'm gonna go with the Australians. I'm gonna try it. Vegemite, a mild cheese, a bit of butter, on a nice piece of toast. I think I'm gonna go for the win here.
Well, you enjoy that. You enjoy your Vegemite grilled cheese.
Hmm.
I want to chuck this through the neighbor's window right now. I'm gonna go out and smear it on my fence. That'll keep the coyotes away. Fuck. All right, Jailton Almeida and Rizvan Kuniev. Now I know your rule about always picking the fighter ending in V only applies when they're in the Middle East. So Almeida coming off of a split decision loss to Volkov. Before that, he TKO'd Sergey Spivak and submitted Alexander Romanov. But before that, he was knocked out by Curtis Blades. Kuniev, the Dagestani, coming off a split decision loss to Curtis Blades. And then before that, he had a TKO win on the Contender Series against Hugo Cunha. This is a tough one, but I think I think Almeida, because of his experience, has to be the favorite here.
Yeah, he's a slight favorite, minus 155. I'm going to take the underdog here and Kuniev at plus 130. Almeida's game, he just seems to just take him down, ground and pound. And I don't think this PFL fighter is going to be taken down as easy because he's from Dagestan.
Yeah.
We'll do the underdog. There we go.
All right. He's got a few submission wins. Yeah, I mean, good luck taking down a guy from Dagestan with those jiu-jitsu takedowns, that inside leg trip. Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I think the Russian has I know I'm laughing at the same thing. I think the Russian can steal a little bit of Jayton Almeida's shine here.
He might be able to. So Mark Fellows says that Volk smeared Vegemite on his ass before he sat on Lopez's face. That's a great comment. That's a contender for comment of the year. I'm not going to keep track, but
that might not be a good idea if it instills that much rage in you. Like,
but then that motivated him to put his ass in his face.
Yeah, but you know how it's like when the big sweaty guy sticks his stupid sweaty ass rash guard in your face. That's like the strongest like summons the strongest power in the world for me. Like, if you do that to me, I'm gonna mess you up. Like,
I don't have enough whiskey.
me either.
I was just gonna take it easy tonight. I was gonna sip on some Evan Williams. I poured myself like a nice pour. I thought it was gonna carry me through the whole show, and now I'm just polishing off bottles to wash away the regret of eating this Vegemite.
All right, we got 2 more to make it through.
All right. Amir Albazi, 17-2 against the veteran Kyoji Horiguchi, 35-5. I don't know much about Albazi, but I imagine Horiguchi's a slight favorite.
Big favorite, minus 345.
Okay.
Plus 275. Horiguchi is one of these guys that he left the UFC. Yeah, we don't know. I couldn't figure out if he left or if they told him that he's gone. But the dude left the UFC and took advantage of that time and got a bunch of wins, increased his skill, got back in there, and looks like he's gonna, make a title run. Maybe. I know I might be jumping the gun because his second fight back, but I'm taking the big favorite here.
Yeah, I mean, he looked great in his UFC return against Ulanbekov. Submitted him in the third round and really beat him up before that. Albazi coming off of a loss to Brandon Moreno. No shame in that. He's beaten Kai Kara France, but it was by split decision. And other than that, he doesn't have a whole lot of star power on his resume. Yeah, I like that favorite pick there. All right. Mario Bautista, 16-3 against Vinicius Oliveira, 23-3. So Bautista, I believe, has been around the UFC a little longer, but Oliveira has a little bit more experience. So Oliveira's 4-0 in the UFC. He does have a win over Said Nurmagomedov and Ricky Simone. Hasn't lost a fight since 2022. And Bautista just lost his last fight to Umar Nurmagomedov. Beat the shit out of Patchy Mix in his UFC debut. And before that, won a split decision over Jose Aldo. Also has a win over Ricky Simone. I would imagine just because of the UFC experience, Bautista would be a slight favorite.
Yes, minus 155, opposite plus 130, and I'm going with Batista just because of his experience.
Okay. Good pick. I mean, this is a good fight. I don't know that it's a main event fight, but
It's a main event fight.
that's what we have.
It's a main event fight when you're lining up a Uber pay-per-view, Uber event in the White House. So,
That's true.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is the card that we always dread, like, oh man, we got to do an episode and talk about this show. But this is probably going to be better than the last two shows we watched. So,
Yeah, I mean it's probably one of those sleeper cards. You know, there's some good fights on the undercard too.
I'm most looking forward to the opener. Basharat Masumudu.
Dustin Jacoby is on the undercard. Alex Morano against Daniil Donchenko. Nico Price is on this undercard. He always puts on a good fight. He's fighting Nikolai Veretennikov.
I wonder where this is at. It doesn't say.
Here's one that's interesting to me. Kong Wang dresses up like the Joker at weigh-ins, and her nickname is the Joker. She's fighting Eduarda Mora on the prelims. All right, I'm just starting to come down from the Vegemite now.
So this card starts at 8, which I'm wondering, and it's from the Apex. So I'm wondering if 8 p.m. is going to be the normal Apex start time, which is usually 7 p.m. So it'll be an hour slide on both of them. Pay-per-view sliding an hour early. Fight night sliding an hour later.
I don't mind an 8 o'clock start time. That's not bad.
No, and there's no early prelims, so it's starting at prelims start at 5, which is the same time. But okay. Well, I got a little bit of news to talk about.
Yeah, let's hit some news.
Well, first, I think we should talk about where my $5 bet is actually going this week.
Where's it going?
It will be an underdog bet at plus 160 on Dave the Redneck Mundell.
Oh, hell yeah. What are the odds on Dave?
Plus 160.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did see it on a different website. It went as high as plus 180, but yeah, plus 160. I watched the press conference tonight. You know, Hunt definitely walked away with that, but Dave's thing isn't press conferences. It's
No. His thing is performing in the ring, and that's what he's gonna do. I like seeing them square off because Dave wasn't. I thought he would look smaller next to Lorenzo, but he didn't. So, and you know, Dave, he's not intimidated by anybody.
no. I mean, I thought he seemed a bit intimidated by his trash talk, but that's just because that's not what Dave's thing is.
Yeah,
And
but when they
and
faced
Hunt
off,
had a good strategy in the press conference because he kept just saying, you know, Dave's just a sacrifice that they had to make because of, and then just started talking trash about Yo Romero.
yeah,
So Dave didn't really have an in because Hunt didn't give him anything, but
yeah. I mean, I know they both respect each other. And I know they've talked in the past about, hey, we're probably gonna have to fight each other someday. But you know, Dave is the number one pound for pound fighter on the roster. I mean, I don't see how you could even make an argument for anybody else. I mean, he's
you know,
been
the argument with him would be Hunt, and he is put at number 2.
yeah, but Hunt has a loss within the last year or so.
I don't know where you watch this. they said it was free.
Is it?
So I don't know if that means it's off the zone.
Yeah, it used to be you had to go through the BKFC app and then also have a DAZN subscription. DAZN is just terrible. It's a terrible.
No, this is just free on their website, bkfc.com. Live stream it free.
Great. Yeah, I would normally try to go to any of Dave's fights, but he took this on 2 weeks notice, and it's in my least favorite city in the country, Philadelphia.
It looks like you can pay for a ringside view, whatever the hell that means, but it's free. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll be watching for
A
sure.
little nervous.
You know who stole the press conference was the cannoli guy.
I didn't. I kind of saw that. I don't know what the hell that was about.
So at every weigh-in, he brings a cannoli. I guess he owns a bakery or something. He must be from Brooklyn or somewhere. And he smashes the cannoli in the opponent's face. But he like dresses really well, and he had a couple of good one-liners. He told his opponent he dresses like a hoodlum, and then he said, "You don't have the vocabulary to fuck with me." And I thought that was a great line. But yeah, I'm excited for Dave. I'm always nervous when Dave fights. Just because he's always been a good friend. He's a friend of the podcast. He's a friend of mine. He's been a training partner of mine. I know how good he is. I know how calm he is, even in high stress situations. So I think it's a great opportunity for him. And I hope he just, showcases that he's the best.
Yeah. The one thing you can pretty much guarantee was when I'm watching Dave fight live, I can guarantee that I'm probably more nervous than he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. He just never, I don't know, nothing ever bothers him. Like I've been with him right before big fights, and he's just Dave.
Yeah.
He's
a
just
bigger
always
man than both me and you combined.
He's just always got the same demeanor, the same like nonchalant attitude, and man, he's just fucking good at this. Like he found his
A long time. We've been to a champ almost 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Long time.
And his one loss was bullshit. So
yeah, I was there for that.
I'll say it every time it comes up.
You could at the press conference when they said one loss, even you could look on his face. He knows it's bullshit. He's just sitting there like, God damn it.
Yeah, and he should be saying that. Like he beat Hector Lombard.
Yeah, he should be saying it, but that's too long ago. Like you can't. Like no one remembers that fight.
Yeah, but he should just pull a Chael Sonnen and say he's undefeated in BKFC.
I thought Sean O'Malley did that, and you said that's terrible.
Yeah, but Sean O'Malley's not my friend.
Fair point. Touche.
All right, well, you got any other news?
I got a little bit of news. Quick one, that guy with the face tattoo, he tried to pull a DC at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
And he kind of must. Guys, if you're gonna try this, you gotta practice it, because he might have pulled off the move with a towel, but he weighed in at 122 when he's supposed to be at 126. Well, 126, 125, and then he weighed in at 129. So that didn't.
So he pulled on the towel a little too hard.
Way too hard. Unfortunately, Shavkat's fucked up his same knee again, and he's out for this whole year.
Oh, damn.
I saw they removed him from the rankings. Ilya's court case.
Wait, is the Shavkat injury is from that oblique kick from Ian Gary?
I don't know about that, but it's the same knee's been bothering him forever.
Okay.
Ilya, the good news on the 150. Well, bad news for Justin Gaethje. Ilya's court cases have all been dropped, and he is set on a return at the White House.
Against Islam?
Well, no, it wouldn't be against Islam. It would be against Justin.
Oh, you just said it was bad news for Justin Gaethje. Oh,
Yeah.
because you think he's going to lose to Ilya?
I think so. And then that's all the there's another little news. Some asshole recorded a conversation that they had privately with John Jones, and he was talking about how he needs a hip replacement. He's got arthritis in his hip.
Yeah, I saw that.
John had since came out and admitted, said, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not done fighting. I was just trying to telling this guy privately that I'm going to need a hip replacement, which I would imagine a lot of these fighters are going to need a hip replacement at some point.
Yeah, I mean, he's been wrestling for how many years, and all these, like, he hasn't fought less than a 5-round fight in like 10 years.
And then I have we'll close on. I have a little clip. I just found this funny. Dana was on a live stream with Nina Drama, and I don't know if you saw. Oscar De La Hoya is in some deep trouble, some deep financial trouble.
No, I didn't see that.
So he's like, he had to foreclose on his property in California. He's like $34 million in debt, and Dana did a little bit of showboating.
All right.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oops. Wrong clip.
Was it though?
I mean, Oscar's on a sinking ship and will not shut the fuck up. This guy it's fascinating. He's going to have to throw the panties and fucking and stockings back on and get on OnlyFans and start paying his rent. My boy's running out of money. The ship is sinking very fast, and he's talking shit all the way down.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. He'd have to throw on his panties for OnlyFans, but
I wonder if Dana would make him an offer, like throw him $500,000 to get back in the panties and the leggings.
I don't know. It's got to feel great for Dana. I mean, he's had all these problems and the things that we seem bad about Dana, but he always comes out on top.
Yeah.
And he's getting a lot of shit because we didn't even talk about it, but Zuffa Boxing started last weekend.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's, it's not the great because they basically just picked a bunch of new pro fighters and they're starting their own promotion, and everybody's expecting them to pull in all these big names, which might be what all these other organizations fail because they shoot so big, where Dana's like, no, I'm just going to start a league of fighters.
And that's what De La Hoya did, and now he's going bankrupt.
But he gets in stockings and high heels. We haven't saw that out of Dana yet. Dana just succeeds.
Yeah.
I
mean, look, De La Hoya tried to start like an MMA promotion. He probably paid Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz a shitload of money for that disgrace of a fight that they had. And
look where Dana came from. I remember being a kid and watching congressmen like talk shit about Dana and his organization. And this summer, he's going to put on a promotion on the White House lawn. So,
yeah, it's true.
I mean, if there was a Dana White stock, that would be not a bad investment.
Oh, yeah. 20 years ago, for sure.
Well, I guess we invest in Zuffa Boxing, it'll eventually pay off.
The guy knows how to run a business.
Yeah. But that's all I got. There wasn't much else.
I just had a little Vegemite flare up right there.
We're off next week. I'll be in Miami. There's no fights.
Okay. Maybe I'll put something together for next week.
We'll be back on Saturday 21st is Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez.
Okay. So we'll do a show for that.
That's an anticipated return. And then the next week we have another flyweight main event. And the card is 1, 2, 3 flyweights, and 2 bantamweights, and 1 women's bantamweight. So that's a great card.
All right.
And then it's Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira, which I missed the announcement of that. Didn't know that was happening.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be a good one. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So if you guys want to hear the color commentary I did over the weekend, you can catch that at vigilantplus.com. That's vigilant, Plus, not a plus sign, .com. And it's $10 to watch the reshowing of that. So if you want to hear how I do as a color commentary, and of course I welcome any constructive criticism on that, go ahead and check that out. I had a great time, but it was freezing cold because the venue was outside. Credit to all the fighters who fought on Saturday night at the OCC Roadhouse for Vigilant, because they had to warm up in a tent with a space heater and then come out in the cage and take all their clothes off. And they put on a great show. I always enjoy calling fights for Vigilant. It's one of my favorite things to do. I can't believe that they pay me money to do it because I love it so much. Next event is going to be March 8th back at the OCC Roadhouse, and then April 18th, I believe, both right here in Clearwater, Florida. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks for me. I got to go to Daytona at the end of this month to corner 2 of my fighters, possibly 3. And then March 7th, I'm going to be in Austin, Texas, to corner another one of my fighters who's fighting out there. And then I got to fly back here, and then the 8th, I'm going to be doing commentary for Vigilant at the Roadhouse. Hopefully. I still haven't booked my flights and stuff, but yeah, busy couple of months here for MMA on the Rocks. I'm going to pack my Vegemite with me, and I'm going to give it to all my fighters right before they make the walk.
Give them who needs smelling salts when there's Vegemite?
Yeah, give them the Vegemite smear in their mouth guard. All right. Well, I think we just about covered everything there is to cover. So until next time, cheers, everybody. Goodbye. Cue the music.